Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? You know, seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded. Many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started. One story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link. It's live. And they're like, is this another rerun? Nope. It's live. I'm back.
Welcome back, you guys, from the holiday long weekend. It was for me. Welcome back, though, to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Lauren Michaels Harris. Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris. Doctor, please pick up a white paging phone. Dr. Harris, please pick. Oh, my God. Bella Purpose. So glad to be back. Dinging the Bella Purpose. Even though I still have COVID throat. Lord Jesus, Father Abraham, I didn't even know that was a thing until I had it, got it, it's here. I didn't even know it. And then I started talking to people like, oh yeah, my friend Martha, she's had it for 4 months. What? And I'm just now finding this out. Why? So anyway, I'm talking today, you guys. I got highlights from the holiday weekend, my 60th birthday milestone. Wait till I tell you. You're not, well, you will, you'll believe it, but wait till I tell you all that happened. Oof. Yes. So can you see that on the screen behind me back there? Well, I figured you couldn't. You can see it's glowing back there, but it's actually this figure, this diagram. Do you see that? And one of my coaching clients, Dominique Rivera, the Oracle of Apollo, gave me this some time back. I keep it hanging here on my Constellation mobile, but I took it down because I have it back there, like Metatron, something like that. It's that thing they told me, when you do top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, corner to corner, corner to corner, one of my divine downloads, as I refer to them, it's a real thing. So anyway, she gave me that. I have it playing on the screen back there. Why? Because you'll find out. So anyway, first of all, here's the newest addition to the family, you guys, the Bathrobe Moments family. Our brand new, my husband Brian got me this for my birthday. One of the things, I have a brand new I Love Lucy mug. Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo, my sidekick. Ding. Ugh. Hold on. Note to self, do not drink hazelnut coffee with Ricola. Not cute. Not cute at all. Okay. So anyway, I got the Lucy mug. Here's a highlight from the weekend. We went, my husband Brian, Dr. Brian, he rented the most beautiful enchanted 7 acres on Moon Lake. How could you go wrong with that? On Moon Lake, our own private lake, a cottage that was just so zen-like. An artist owns it. She lives out of state. I met her mother. We're going to talk about her. Good morning if you're watching. I want to get her name right. Uh-oh. Galana? Okay, I'm hoping that's it. She's a beautiful Russian woman. She's a healer, energy, meditation, all these things. And she makes these great, okay. So I met the mother, because the daughter lives out of state who owns the home, right? Look what she gave me. After we had met like once the day before when the propane tank, what's it called? See, that's COVID head. I'm taking neuro fuel for that. Your memory, I'm telling you, it's COVID stuff. Ain't no joke. The after is worse for me anyway than that when I was in it. Anyway, I forgot what I forgot. Lord. Anyway, we met one time. Propane. That was the word. She came to replace the propane tank, and we met and we talked. That property is just so zen-like. So she gifted me. We came home on the 4th from going into town for lunch, and there was a gift bag waiting, and this was inside. It's heavy. Look at this. It's a healing pillow, right? And this is all hand embroidered, and it means something. This diagram. I hope she's watching. Maybe she can put it in, or if any of you know, put it in the comments. Now, hear that? This thing has to weigh like 4 pounds. Guess what's inside of there? Cherry pits. And I was like, why cherry pits? She said, because they're hollow on the inside. If you put beans or something that you go, oh my God, what do you think it's heavy now? But anyway, you don't have to hold it. You can set it next to you. You can put it on your lap. You can sit on it. But you keep it near. And it's for healing. And you can take the cover off and wash it. See? And she makes all these. and I'm going to share her information in case any of you are interested. Blue Crow Designs. Is it Crow? It is. Blue Crow Designs, and she does all these different things. It says that one of a kind wearable art. So the mother's an artist too, so mother-daughter, and both spiritualist. So thank you so much for this beautiful healing pillow. Clearly, I'll be holding it close. So the pillow is just one thing. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. So here's another beautiful highlight. We were shopping. We were in a shop. We bought a rug, indoor-outdoor thing for our deck. And they asked if you put money in the jar. It goes to this. Love this. Great Lakes Burn Camp for burn injured children. And I had never heard of them. And I'm going to put their information in today. See, glbc4kids.org. What a beautiful, Sherry, if you're out there, can you put that in for us? glbc4kids.org, which stands for Great Lakes Burn Camp. And these are actual, all these kids were burned somehow. And if you look inside, can you see? Yeah. And so this was a highlight. I plan to put them on my give list annually. That's why I brought it home. This milestone birthday, 60. I didn't realize a lot until it happened. And wait till I tell you what happened the day before. 50, I went and I had that colonoscopy like they tell you to do at 50. And I woke up in the middle of it for a second and was looking at the screen and it was all inside my body. I was like, oh, and then went back to sleep, but I never forgot. And that's when I decided, I was like, wow, the inside of our body is so beautiful. It was so pristine. At least that area they were in, thank God it was clear. Anyway, that's when I transformed my body. I was 190 some pounds and 38-inch waist and just was not happy. I was depressed, all these things. I was turning 50. And that's when the Herbalife thing happened. And I just changed my life and became their grand champion and started liking myself from wherever I could. Thank you. From wherever I could find a mutual place of agreement. And what I mean by that, oftentimes we will plan to do something, to change. We will say one of these days, I'm going to die to those things or that thing or that situation or that person even that no longer serves me, or in many cases, never served me. Let that sit there for just a second. So anyway, at 50, I did all these things. So my milestone 60th birthday, which was Monday the 4th, 2 days ago, I decided I'm going to push the envelope. I'm going to push the envelope with all of the woo-woo stuff that I now know to be true. I'm going to push the envelope on, I always count on other people for Reiki. I always count on other people for whatever, NLP, healing. This, I bought this for myself, Rainbow Sage, to learn. And I'm not just going to burn it and go. I'm going to really learn the story, the history, the power, the healing, everything that's connected to it, because I respect people. There are people in my life, people that sit in the front row seats in my life who do this on a regular basis. And I respect them. And I love so much of what is within them. Many of those things are the things I have or feel like I have zero. There's a deficit at best. And so I started thinking, well, how come you don't practice any of these things that you respect in some of the greatest people who have had the biggest impact on your journey, Lauren? And so the pillow came to me. So that kind of was that was confirmation that I'm on the right track. Because I bought this the same day and they kind of match. They do. Okay. This is a workout picking up this bill. See, they kind of match. So healing, and more healing. So I want to know, put it in the comments. Oh, I hate that when I get too close to the screen. Hold on. I can't take it. It's my ADHD. Hold on. Okay, it'll change. Oh, hurry up. So do you have Have any of you ever done this? I know a lot of us have been places around, and people do it, but have you ever practiced it? If so, if anybody knows of a book or video, where would be a place you would send your very best friend, your own mother or father, to learn about the art of smudging? If you have any insight, I would love to hear it. Put it in the comments, because I'm going to start on this after I learn what it's really about. That's another thing. I'm through going through the motions when it comes to my spiritual things. And I still do that. Okay, how about this one? When I was a kid, am I blurry to you guys? Wait a minute. I can't take it. They say you're supposed to do that. Be clear. It doesn't work. Put in the comments, how do you make your screen clear again? Oh, Sherry, you just did it this weekend? Okay, I know Jamie Lane's probably done it. Okay, so you guys. Oh, it's clear. Yay. I don't know who did it, but thank you. So I'm going to my goal in my 60s is to be more purposeful with my spirituality. I go to the gym every day, just about Monday through Friday. I feel bad when I miss it. I want that for this stuff, the healing pillow, the smudging, meditating, anything I can do to grow my spiritualism. So any ideas, pour them in. I'm wide open. You're going to find out why here in a minute when I tell you what happened to me the day before my birthday. This, Jamie Lane, I sent you a picture of this book. Too funny. And I'm going to read a couple of them. I found a book. Look at this. Go the fuck to sleep. I don't have children. I've babysat a lot. And I'm going to tell you something too. This to show you. Y'all, you can do a book about anything. If you really can. You can do a book about anything. I'm getting ready to do one. I am. I was on the phone with the editor this morning. And we have a 2:30 this afternoon. I'll tell you guys about that because it involves you all. Wait till you hear this. I got the download for it this morning at the gym and made the call to the publisher on the way home from the gym. I'm not playing with it. And you're going to find out why when I tell you what happened the day before my birthday. You'll see why I'm not playing with it at all anymore. At all. So, are you ready? Here's the first one. And I'll show you the pictures like they used to do. Remember the teacher? Remember that story time? And we'd all sit on the floor at school in the room. And you'd be Indian style in a semicircle. And your teacher would be on the chair. And he or she would read. And then when they were done reading, they'd take the thing and go like this. I was always like, let me see. Because I already saw the pictures here. I wanted to see if mine were better than the ones in the book. They were. So, here's a little of one of my new favies. Go the fuck to sleep. Okay? Ooh, wait a minute. Let's do this. If we're going to do it, let's do it right. Hold on. Wait, where is that stuff? Okay, here it is. I don't use it much, but I'm going to use it now. The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have lain down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Please go the fuck to sleep. Oh. The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have lain down with the sheep. Didn't I just read that? I was like, did they write the same page? COVID head. Ain't no joke, y'all. Okay, here's the next one. Wait. I never used this music. How about feeding the ducks? Wait. Okay. Feeding the ducks it is. Okay, here we go. The windows are dark in the town, child. The whales huddle down in deep. I'll read you one very last book if you swear you'll go the fuck to sleep. The eagles who soar through the sky are at rest, and the creatures who crawl, run, and creep. I know you're not thirsty. That's bullshit. Stop lying. Lie the fuck down, my darling, and sleep. Right? Love it. Somebody's getting this for Christmas. Okay, enough feeding the ducks. Right? How did that sound like feeding the ducks? People get paid for that, by the way, while you're laughing. Somebody's job was to name that, and what are we doing, people? Right? One of my favorite presents from my faves list. Because I bought a wok just 2 weeks ago. I've only cooked it once. The Essential Wok Cookbook. 95 keyword effortless recipes. Can I get an amen for effortless recipes? Thank you, husband. That one cooks two things. And they're good. Trust me. Salads, the best. And water. I bought this for myself. Are you ready? Have you seen this? It's on the newsstands now. What? Lucille Ball, her life, love, and legacy. I looked at all the pictures already at the lake house, but I didn't read it yet. An entire issue. Thank you to Life magazine. That will be with my collectibles, which are right down there. You see my Lucy doll? I also have Barbara Streisand and Diana Ross. Shit. You think I'm gay? I don't have Sex in the City, and I don't have Golden Girls. I might be straight. Never. Anyway, so those are my favorite. I also got always upstairs. I got a giant gnome that says gone fishing. I posted it all on my page if you want to see all of them. Little gifts. And the weekend of solitude was really together. You guys, wow, nature, just peace and quiet. The internet was shoddy and it was wonderful because I was not tethered to my phone. We watched a movie. We watched a couple of good comedies on Netflix late at night. We played. We had some friends that came down. Tammy and Adam and their daughter Jordan came down on Saturday afternoon and stayed until Sunday morning. Excuse me. We fished, and after Jordan they called me back because she's like 10, I think. We played Cards Against Humanity. We used all the black cards. It was a three-way tie. Tammy, Adam, and myself had 13 cards each. He thinks too much. He's a therapist. Tell him that game is not for him. He loves it though. He's good. Don't get me wrong. Had 8, and we played until 2:30 in the morning. I don't think I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning since I was. Well, it's been a long time. So, did anybody say anything about smudging? Are there any rules? Oh man. Oh hi, Miss Lee. I can see elegant porn music. Who is that? Who said that? Look, elegant porn. Was that the second one? I gotta go back and re-listen to that. I never thought of that. Wait a minute. That music with the way you're reading it called. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry says, for me, smudging. Did you have to Google how to spell it? I mean, how do you write that word down? It's all about the intention you set. I use the love infinity symbol, motion. That's this thing. Okay, I know that. As I do it, my intention is to release all the negativity and things that no longer serve me. And doing the symbol is the intention of my own. My own to be full of unconditional love, but again, I feel it's individualized to you, what works for you. All right. Hey, Bernadette. Hi, good morning. I don't want to cough because, oh, I had the, what do you call them? There's that COVID head at the, person who prescribes stuff. buying cough drops. She goes, no, you need to go to your ear, nose, and throat. That's what told me it was a real thing. Go to your ENT and get, what is it? I want to say hormones. It's not hormones. What's it called? Um, like steroids. Here. Jesus. This is a real thing, this COVID, y'all. For real. Um, okay. I wonder if I should find something on smudging. Because this is Native American, right? Bernadette, you live in New Mexico. Do you know about this? Have you ever done it? Smudging. Native American. And I bet you Spanish people do it too. Thank you, Sherry, for putting. Here's the camp. You guys, thank you, Sherry. GLBC. This is Great Lakes Burn Camp, helping children who have survived from burns. I just think it's unsung heroes, y'all, all around us, all around us. Hi, Gerald P. Stinson. How are you? That's my good buddy Jerry. And I mentioned Herbalife this morning. Jerry was a part of my Herbalife. He was one of my champions that worked with me and worked with me to help me become a champion. And hello, Missy, because you know that name something would be hard to say. Madeline, how are you? Miss your face, love your face so much. You guys, boy, why couldn't they be auditioning for like men to play Louise Jefferson on Broadway right now? I hope this voice goes away. If not, all this acting I'm about to do, I'm gonna be like that. What's his name? Harry Feinstein. You know that white actor or Jewish actor? Jewish actor, Feinstein. And he's like, yeah, all the time, right? Or right, those people with those weird voices. And I've done a lot of weird voices mimicking people during my lifetime. Oh no, what if this is like when I used to flip my eyelids up to scare my sisters? My mom would say, one of these days they're gonna get stuck like that. Hmm. Did I tell you about my new friend Lucy? I had no idea that was not a COVID thing. Hmm. So anyway, when we return, oh, I need you guys' opinion. Or just tell me what you think about this young lady I'm going to show you when we return. Before I show her, when we return, I'm going to tell you about what happened the day before my birthday on the 3rd that changed my life. Shaking my head, shaking my head. Boy, you guys, ooh, share the broadcast out. It's about to get hot up in here. We'll be right back. Welcome back to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. Yeah, still sounding like a police service, but anyway. So here we go. I've been promising since the top of the hour to tell you what changed my life this weekend. So we're up at the Lake Cottage. Um, everything's going great. It's just fantastic. Our friends Adam and Tammy and little Jordan, she's there. And Jordan and Tammy were inside the cottage doing something. It was Brian, Adam, and myself. We were out on the deck. And I remember sitting down at the table. The grills were going. Adam was on one grill. I was on the propane grill. I was on the charcoal grill. Both of them up on the deck. And I stood up. I took a couple steps over there. These posts that go around the deck, like posts. Beautiful little rock formations on top of each one. Very thin area, the whole place. And I walk over there and I put my left hand up on the pole, the wooden pole. Suddenly, Brian and Adam's voices started dissenting. They started moving away. And right behind them, so did the visual of them started moving away. And the next thing you know, they told me later, I said, somebody help me. And then I fell forward. They said I hit the table, bounced off, and Brian caught me as I landed on the deck. As soon as I hit the deck, they said the right side of my body just started flopping and flipping all over the place. Brian says he was just certain that I was in the midst of a heart attack. Felt that he, that's what he believed happening. And immediately, upon going down, I now know because it matched later, but in my world, after I said, which I didn't remember saying, somebody help me, I heard Brian's voice in a way I'd never heard it. And right behind hearing his voice, honey, are you okay? Honey, what's wrong? Honey, are you okay? It was like his voice punched a hole in a world, like tissue paper just punched through. And right behind his voice, I saw his face, but he was looking somewhere other than right at me, where I was looking. He wasn't looking at me where I was laying in there. He was looking somewhere else. Almost like on The Wizard of Oz when Dorothy sees her aunt in that witch's hourglass. Dorothy, it was kind of like that. And the whole thing, they said, took 10 seconds. I was down and back up on my feet. What happened? I'm okay. But a lot happened. I want to tell you, I really believe within my spirit, in everything that I am, through my soul, to a cellular level, at that place where I was, because I didn't have control over me. Do we really have? What I'm experiencing right now is that there are certain things that we will experience along our journeys. You know this. There's certain things we just cannot find the words to describe. We have not walked past that place or experienced that miracle nearly enough to have given it a proper name. What I do know is while I was inside there, I heard greater than say to me when I heard Diane's voice. This is to introduce you to one of the gifts till now you were unaware of. And I was like, what is this? I mean, I'm saying it like that now, but that went down a little differently, trust me. But this is the gist of it. And I hear now. The experience has been translated into words for me so that I can share it. Because our greatest content doesn't come from us. It comes what? That's right, through us. So I've been hearing, Lauren, what you experienced with Brian's voice, what it did, how it punched into that world, and literally changed your life by pulling you towards it. That is the circle known as love, which is what your wedding ring symbolizes. That experience was one of the perks, one of the gifts. It is your birthright because of the covenant your two souls have made with each other. I didn't fully realize that as much as I have fully realized. I believe I will continue to realize more and more as the days and hours and weeks and months and years progress. But for all of my life that I can remember, my greatest fear was always dying alone. I experienced a lot of death in my family early in my life, rather. And then I experienced, investing years into killing myself. So that was also a form of death seeking, death. But this thing replaced all that. I knew and know today, right now in this moment, because of what happened with my husband's voice coming in, and then his face from a different place looking at me like, hello, and literally pulling me back up to my feet. I know now when Brian and I exchanged vows, that covenant, that contract, that binding, there are things that come with it. And this was one of them. I will never have to worry about being alone ever again in this life or the next. Just incredible. And here's what I love about this. Yeah, I had already set up all these appointments. I want a brain scan, and now I don't have to rush and panic. I need a brain scan. I fell out. No, I don't have to. I am not panicked. I don't think it's the end. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not even concerned. I was telling Talisha of Courageous Woman, Courageous Man magazine this morning. She's going to be the other editor of this book I'll tell you about here in a minute. I was telling her, I said, one of the signs, one of the greatest litmus tests, if you will, of purpose is that it leaves every experience with an aroma of more. You want more. You learn more. You hope for more. Everything is deeply abiding, and it provides an experience that surpasses understanding. I want you to think about that for a second. When was the last time you had an experience that surpassed understanding? I am so grateful for being purposeful today. And I'm so grateful that I know I can still do better. Everything that is great can still be greater. I could right now have chosen left to right, fork in the road, to go into this next season of my life that just, 60 started 2 days ago, from a place of fear or from a place of love. I know there is no choice but the one. It must be from a place of love. Love for myself first and foremost. And then everything else. I feel really encouraged today. I'm still processing it because it's so unlike the old me, which was in this chair this time last week, that would have been freaking out, but still putting on a smiling face, but would go to some place inside and, oh Lord, what does this mean? All of that. But because of that thing that happened with Brian and his voice and seeing him and knowing that there's so much more, I'm just really encouraged. I'm really encouraged. And I am praying for encouragement for you. I, you know, some of you have heard me say this before. It's like it reminds me of that movie, Powder. Remember, if you've seen that movie Powder, if not, please watch it. It's so good. There's a scene in that movie where Powder is with a hunter, and the hunter shoots a deer, and before the deer is dead, they come up on it. It's in the process of transitioning. And Powder takes the hunter's hand and places it on the dying deer so that he can experience what the deer is experiencing in that very moment. These types of things are so wonderful, so healing, so comforting, that you wish that you could take. I wish that I could take your hand and put it on that experience, just so you can know. Over the last year, I've been saying one of my newest Lordisms. And those of you out there listening and watching that coach with me, you've heard it a million times. It's never about just one thing. And I love that because when I bounced back up after those 10 seconds of going wherever it was I went, that was on purpose within my life. I chose after standing back up to take this new opportunity with purpose, which is why we're talking about it, which is why I'm facing it. And, we came home to our community, and it was different than the way we left it, our community, because Highland Park is not far from here. And it could have been, maybe talking about the massacre on the 4th of July in Highland Park, Illinois. My husband is a therapist, and he has patients who for whatever reason, COVID has them afraid to leave their homes. And we were talking about that. I said, man, honey, imagine if one of your patients that you've done all this wonderful work with, because they come out of it and they go on and they don't pick up where they left off, but they pick up, which is what's important, right? They fall forward instead of backward. And I said, man, most likely there were people there who had just got to the point where they're kind of getting back into life. Now that it's taken from them, they may never leave their homes again. I went to a parade and 8 people lost their lives. 40 others were injured. My point is why, for me, things like not having known this woman, 20-minute exchange, and she goes and she finds one of her greatest treasures that she made with love, all my hand. She brought it and she gave it to me. She loved it for me. A healing pillow. In this time, at 60, I get it. This healing pillow is real. But I was handed the equivalent of healing pillows every time I was wounded, every time I was hurting, every time I was defeated. I was handed a healing pillow from somewhere within this universe. Of course, they didn't look like this. Most of them I've never physically touched, but nonetheless, they have each physically touched me, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, touched me. And once they touched me, they mended me, they healed me, they encouraged me. And so, I have a new understanding for people like you, Sherry McQueen. Ooh, I thought I knew why I look at you like the warrior, the way you fearlessly fight and fight for better understanding of the journey known as cancer. It has brought me closer to all of you. Today I sit here and I look at you, Jamie, and all that you have just taken a machete of purpose and cleared your way to others. You guys, I do this all the time. I get really emotional. And it is only because my soul, my spirit is so overflowing because of you. I'll never forget the day that doing this job, it was an epiphany. And greater than said to me, Lauren, you know when you're doing your show? And I was like, well, you're sitting there and you're looking at the camera, but you're envisioning what you look like. Like if I were to look right there at me on the screen, I was doing that. I was picturing when I look here, or if I don't think I even looked here. I think I was looking there, and I was fixated on, am I smiling too much, too little, doing too much with my hand? All these distractions. And greater than said to me, no, you must manifest a picture, a vision of how they look watching. Are you resonating with each other? Is there a connection with each other? Are promises being fulfilled through each other? And that's what I was able to show you this. Yes. And all the other promises. Yes, 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 and yes. And I can't stress enough to each of you how important you are to wherever you find yourself. When you're here sharing this space with me and the rest of us on Bathrobe Moments, you're not just watching me. You're not just interacting with each other. We are also watching you. We're also being poured into you, into by you. And it's just so incredible to me what we really have at our disposal. And in many cases, much of the time, none of us really uses it as much as we should or could, if that makes sense. And so, I'm just feeling that kind of way. I'm going into 60, whatever age you are right now. I want you to think about that number and what it represents to you. Because today, 60, for me, is a place I never thought I'd be. I didn't think in my 20s I'd live to be 30. And I didn't think when I hit 30 I'd live to see 40. And when I was 40, I didn't know if I would want to live to 50. And at 50, things changed. And then I could have been afraid of how long will I be able to live within this world that I found. Oh Lord, please let me see 60. This weekend, they said, all of this growth and ascension and learning I was like, am I allowed to say that, to think that, to feel that? Is that being presumptuous? Am I setting myself up? And I heard, no, it's not presumptuous. No, it's not a setup. It's intended for you to reach up to, look up to, look forward to, manifest things today, not just for next week or next month. Manifest things today, Lord, that you will find on this very path when you're 70, when you're 80, when you're 90. Unconditional means unconditional. It means I will be willing to manifest even if I never see that manifestation. But I know, because when we mean things from our heart, from a soul space, those things have no choice but to become meaningful to the universe. And that places them somewhere in our journey. Our soul's DNA, we've carved it into a tree trunk somewhere along our path. One day you will walk past these trees and you'll see initials that match your souls. And you'll remember these moments. And you'll be grateful. I believe that one day all of us, as we ascend, find that place where we don't worry. We're not afraid. We just are. I wish for all of you that on your next birthday, whatever it may be, that you get to experience even a glimpse of what I was blessed with for my 60th. When we look at how much went into getting us to these very moments, all the twists and turns, I say this and I'm going to close with this. I am so grateful right now that I can say to you and mean it, that I bless and forgive everything that ever hurt me, anything that ever abused me, any person who ever lied or misrepresented my thoughts or meanings, for every tear that I've ever cried. I now today wish that those tears too bad they're not books. Can you imagine the libraries and all of our tears were words? I am so grateful today at 60 years old for everything that ever happened because it led me to you. So next time you feel that something was bad or wrong or went south, don't buy into it. Look to that thing that you love more than life itself. And bless those others because they led you to that. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm going out front on the front porch where we will do it again. And what is do it again? We'll have another illuminating conversation. We'll fulfill the promise yet again. Where two or more of us comes together and believe in a better world. We believe that that world will come through each of us. Great things will happen. God bless you. Get out and be the change, be the miracle, be that gift that you want to receive. I'll see you.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. smile.